Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm going to be talking about something that is really important to me and that I hold near and dear to my heart, and that is the importance of the bookstore. And I mean the physical bookstore where you go, look through the books, and buy one or several if they interest you. The unfortunate thing about bookstores is that they are on the decline to the point where hardly any mall has a bookstore. I think that within 50 to 100 within 50 to 100 miles of where I am, there may only be 2, at most 3 bookstores that are in large malls. Just about all of them used to have a bookstore, but they started to close down with the escalation of ebooks and online shopping, specifically Amazon, which I shop on Amazon. I tend to shop on Amazon when I'm looking for a book that I feel I would not have much of a shot at finding at a traditional bookstore. But I also tend to hold out. I tend to hold on hope that the bookstore is going to carry what I'm looking for. And on a recent trip to Barnes & Noble, that proved to be the case. I was looking for one more collection from Thomas Tranströmer, the Swedish poet, and it happened to be at the Barnes & Noble in the poetry section, and I was quite ecstatic. I highly encourage the shopping of any store, and Barnes & Noble is one of my favorite places to visit. Unfortunately, I'm also hearing that they are shutting down a percentage of their bookstores every so many years. And it's quite unfortunate because even though online shopping is much more convenient, there's a special kind of feeling to visiting the bookstore, browsing through the books, browsing through all of the options that are right in front of you, picking it up, turning it over, looking at a summary, and just doing that for a designated period of time. I remember when Borders closed down in 2011. I remember when Atlantic Books closed down only a few months later, and the smaller bookstores were also beginning to disappear, which this is why I set a goal for myself for the upcoming months, and that is to visit as many lesser-known local bookstores as I am possibly able to. I'm also planning to make visits to Barnes & Noble, but I'm really going to concentrate on the lesser-known bookstores that I find, whether they are used bookstores or just privately owned small business bookstores that sell original issues, which I feel that I'm a huge advocate for small businesses as well, and I think that they play immense importance in our society. And it's especially important in the book industry. My goal is going to be this. Anytime I shop at a lesser-known bookstore or book outlet, I'm going to conduct a book haul, sharing what I got on that trip. And I'm also going to leave a link to that bookstore. Of course, I live in New Jersey, so unless you live in New Jersey or plan to visit the area, you may not know so much about it. but perhaps you do visit. And I also feel that if there are lesser known small business bookstores around you that you want to share your experiences from, I highly encourage you to do that, and hopefully these book hauls will encourage people to do the same. I pay it forward with lesser known booktubers. I'm planning to do exactly that with lesser known bookstores and encourage all of you to do the same. And I'm also encouraging my fellow gladiators to share what they got on a trip to the bookstore, so that we get more people to have a great time shopping at the bookstore and demonstrating that there are endless possibilities of what you can find when you go. I feel that the best way to encourage people to save the bookstores is to shop at the bookstores, to take a trip to whatever bookstores are in the area or within a radius that you are willing to travel, and have a nice time when you're there and buy 1, 2, 5, 10, as many books as you wish. And I think that by doing that, we encourage an appreciation for reading and for the physical book. I'm going to leave a link down below to all of the book hauls where I paid a visit to lesser-known bookstores. Currently, I went to 2 traditional bookstores and 1 that is at a flea market, in addition to the book stand that is at the Columbus Farmers Market. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I encourage you to keep reading and keep book shopping.